What is going on, Snowfall fans? Welcome to Extraordinary Critic. My name is Brian Taylor, and today we're going to talk about a huge topic in Snowfall, and it's that did Louie really love Jerome? Yeah, it's something I've been asking myself for a while when I was watching Snowfall, and I just want to talk about it right quick. So Louie, beginning season 5, is in the season 4. We learned that Louie and Jerome wants to do their own thing, and they decided to part ways from Franklin and get into their own organization. And going to season 5, it was a rift between Louie and Franklin, and it really became a huge issue between them. And in the middle of all this is Jerome, because Jerome is the uncle of Franklin, his blood relative, and he's also the husband of Louie. And I was wondering, does Louie really love Jerome? Louie put Jerome through hell. And as she grew and would start working with Teddy and become her own face of the drug game in South Central, its situation started getting more worse and worse, and it ruined Jerome's life. And if you haven't seen my previous episode of Jerome being a good person, go check that out. It's a really, really good video. But I think that Louie loves Jerome, but not as much as she loves the drug game and wanting power and respect. Louise is a very messed up individual. She had a rough life. She was, I think she was like a prostitute or something in the past, and she was always that show girl, or the trophy girl that men just sexualize her all the time, and was using her and stuff for sex and her body, because she's a very gorgeous and attractive young lady and stuff. And when she met Jerome was the only person who, as much as he was attracted to her, he saw her more as just a trophy girl. He saw her as a human being that he grew to love and stuff, and that's what really pulled her in. I think that Louie loves Jerome, and really respects him, admire him, but I think her greed took over her more and more, and it made a monster out of her. And by the time she realized what she was doing was wrong, Jerome's already dead. So it's a tragic figure that her husband got killed, saving her life based on a situation that she caused. If she never would have went out she's dumb anyway for using a drug addict cop to kill Kane. If she never went after Kane, none of the situation would happen. But the fact that she did, because she felt like she had to make some noise in order to gain power for the drug scene, she faced a lot of consequences. And a lot of people was like, it shouldn't have been Louie shouldn't have got killed. And I get it, because at the end, because when we get to season 5 and season 6, everybody hates Louie. All the Snowfall fans can't stand her guts. But it's more powerful that she is alive and Jerome isn't, because it hurts more for her that she caused all this, and she has to live with the fact that her husband is dead because of her, and is eating her alive. And I like that the ending, that she's on the run. But the fact is that Louie does love Jerome, but not as much as she loves the drug game. As long as you're greedy, as long as you're power hungry, nothing is going to be more important than you reaching your goal. And that's just anything from the criminal world to anything else. It could just take over your body and consume you. And I think that's what happened with her. It's just that when she became her own independent drug runner, she just gained more and more power hungry and more greedy, and it just made her really a huge piece of shit. And it's sad, because the first few seasons Louie was really like the supporter, the soft spoken, the soft calm voice in the organization, and Franklin's right hand to her, just being a piece of crap. And like I said, it's her fault that Jerome died initially, and she has to live with that fact. But I do think that Louie loves Jerome. I do think that she was in love with him, and she she had this great man that would do anything in the world for her, and it still wasn't enough. And that's sad, because there are people out here like that you can have a lot of a good thing going, but it's still not enough for you, and you want something else, unrealistically out in this world. You want that so bad that you lose that person that really had your back. And that's the thing what happened with Louie. She loved Jerome. She wanted to be with him. She wanted to marry him, but it still wasn't enough. And that what caused her to suffer and really she had to face the consequences. And her facing the consequences is she got beat. She got brutally tortured and beat by Cain. His people was almost raped, or was getting raped before Franklin saved her, and she lost the love of her life. She loved Jerome, but she lost him, and by the time she realized, when she realized that what she was doing wasn't right, Jerome's gone and she can't bring him back, and it was really sad. So that's my theory. I think she does love him, but I just think that greed and everything else just took over her and consumed her. But yeah, Louie's a piece of crap. Even though she's still gorgeous, and she was my Snowfall crush in the series, she just at the end of the day wasn't a good person, and she got what she deserved, even though it cost Jerome's life. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in and watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Share this with everybody. I'm trying to entertain many people as possible. If you're a huge Snowfall fan, please leave a description down below and then tell me your theory. Do you think she really loved Jerome? She didn't. But anyway, guys, please stay safe out there. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys later.